In LA this week,
tens of thousands flocked to downtown for the LA Convention Center's biggest event of the year. I'm Gil Reyes here at E3 with more on the economic impact and, of course, the games. That's coming up next.
An important milestone in the history of LAX. I'm Rasha Goel. More details coming up.
I'm Anna Marcos. These concrete streets in Hancock Park have not been repaired in decades. We'll tell you all about the new concrete street repair pilot program coming up.
hello and welcome to LA This Week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yana Kay. The LAPD invited members of the media to participate in their latest training drills to get a better sense of shooting incidents in the field. Gil Reyes has more from the Amundsen Recruit Training Center. Gil.
That is right, Yana. With ongoing scrutiny of police departments, not just here in LA, but across the country, the department here in Los Angeles decided to invite us, the media, to help answer some very tough questions, including whether to shoot or not to shoot.
Hey, sir! What? What are y'all, the police? Oh, you're gonna call the police, huh?
The first of these training scenarios ends peacefully. Using de-escalation techniques, officers are able to calm down a suspect and arrest him without shooting. That's always the goal. Think you can do it? Not easy, as I and other journalists discover on Media Training Day. Reporters from competing stations teaming up to face life or death situations, just like the cops they cover on the news.
And I think we found him right over here.
Scenario number 2, we encounter a car burglary suspect. He's shouting, refuses to comply, then holds up a small dark object and points it at us. Do we shoot? Well, if you look closely, that's not a gun, it's a cell phone. This is the type of split-second decision-making officers have to make.
And the more you learn about the challenges that the men and women face daily, I think at the end of the day, we are going to have not only a better relationship, but a more accurate one on both sides of the fence.
Last year, the LAPD reported 1,924 use-of-force incidents. 48 of them ended in gunfire.
Gun! Gun!
From the vantage point of these drills, more shootings could be avoided if suspects simply complied.
You can't come in here, you need a search warrant, you can't come in here.
Final scenario, a domestic dispute. Even though the suspect is shouting, we approach him without our guns drawn. But then this happens.
I'm freaking tired of this. I can't believe you called them cops on me. You're gonna go to jail. You can't come in, you can't.
Our LAPD trainers say when the suspect starts throwing things around, that's good enough reason to draw our guns. And it's a good thing we do.
Drop the knife!
Drop the knife now!
What are you thinking? Don't
Drop the knife right now. I can't believe it. Sir, no, where you go? Where you go?
Okay, code 4, code 4, code 4. All right.
There is a great possibility of winning a situation. There's times that you'll lose too, but in a controlled environment, you'll be able to lose and learn.
Better to lose here than out in the field. At the LAPD's Amundsen Recruit Training Center, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
The LAPD says the goal is to have all officers trained in the newest scenarios over the course of a year. Well, some of LA's older streets are in for an upgrade. Anna Marcos fills us in on the city's new concrete street repair pilot program.
These 100-year-old concrete streets in Hancock Park's exclusive neighborhoods have not been repaired in decades, especially as the city moves towards the cheaper asphalt street program. But this intersection is about to get a makeover thanks to the city's new concrete street repair pilot program, which will invest $1 million towards fixing LA's older concrete streets. The money will come from the city budget and Councilmember David Rue's office.
Our purpose here today is to bring infrastructure investments to neighborhoods in innovative ways.
So why concrete when it costs 5 to 7 times as much as asphalt? Proponents say not only does it preserve the nature of this neighborhood, but there are other benefits as well.
If you look, most of our streets have really held up, and we're going back almost 100 years. We also need to preserve the character of the neighborhood, and the character of the neighborhood is concrete streets, deep setbacks, mature parkway trees, the lights, the historic lights.
One of the main reasons why filming occurs so much in Hancock Park is because of its look. And that's why everyone wants to come and film here.
The project will also include the addition of 4 new ADA-approved sidewalk ramps and repaired sidewalks.
We're honored to being part of this pilot project that will make the community a lot better, more livable, more walkable.
The city plans to finish a total of 10 projects under the new pilot program. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
No car? No problem. If you live, work, or play in downtown LA. As Gil Reyes reports, Metro Bike Share officially opens, giving downtown commuters the option of renting bikes at more than 60 key locations.
Getting around downtown just got easier and healthier. Mayor Eric Garcetti gets in a cardio workout while leading the pack in the first official ride of LA Metro's Bike Share program.
Amazing thing to be able to take cars off the road, give people convenience, not have to stress about where am I going to find that parking space and how much am I going to pay for it. It's cheaper, it's faster, it's quicker, it's healthier, and it was a great ride.
The mayor rode with others from downtown's Grand Park to Union Station. Bike rental kiosks available at both locations, as well as 63 other sites throughout downtown. And the beauty is, you can rent at one station and return at any other 24 hours a day. Kiosks are conveniently located near transit stops and popular destinations like the Broad Museum, the Arts District, and Chinatown. It's a new reason to ditch your car entirely if you plan on heading here.
1,000 bikes, and all you need to do is use your tap card or your credit card, and we're going to provide more services all throughout the county once this gets built out.
Bike Share is also expected to roll out in North Hollywood, Venice, Marina del Rey, and other areas. For now, the service is in downtown only, and starting in August, you can rent by credit card. The cost is $3.50 per half hour. Or if you plan on using the service a lot, you can now use your Metro Tap card and save. One payment option is $20 per month for unlimited half-hour rentals.
Go Bike LA.
Right on. Get your pass card today by logging on to the website at the bottom of your screen, metro.net/bikeshare. In downtown LA, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
Rental kiosks will also be available at Staples Center, Grand Central Market, and the 7th Street Metro Station. Well, Getty House may be the mayor's home, but it also is a meeting place where community members work out solutions to LA's big challenges. Engage LA recently marked its 11th event there. Anna Marcos shows us what the program is all about.
It's a way of bringing LA's biggest movers and shakers under one roof, or in this case, under one tent. Engage LA is a sort of think tank series hosted by the mayor, where business, government, and community leaders come to hash out LA's most pressing issues.
In this environment, you have to strategize and you have to leverage.
Many agree only a partnership between LA's business and government sector and community groups like the California Community Foundation can bring about real change.
California Community Foundation derives a lot of its funds from the private sector and from people who've made money in the private sector and pushes those of us in the public sector to do things.
One of the issues needing that kind of joint effort, many say, is homelessness.
It's not just an issue of homelessness. It's an issue of the fact that there are not enough available private sector housings that are affordable to the majority of the people. Affordability is a big issue.
Two other issues brought up, crime and education. PepsiCo has started a partnership with 3 disadvantaged LA schools, Clinton Middle School, Jefferson High, and Manual Arts High.
What that program does is it focuses on helping African American and Latino students actually graduate.
But many here also agree that business and government must look at long-term and infrastructure solutions, not just Band-Aid measures, to help LA over the hurdle of its greatest challenges. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
Getty House and the Getty House Foundation also host a Veterans event on Thanksgiving Day and a Women's Leadership Series, among other programs. Well, high school students explore ways to make a section of City Hall more energy efficient. As Gil Reyes reports, this could plug them in to future careers.
It could turn out to be a bright idea. Teenagers inspecting the energy efficiency of city-owned buildings. Student Alvaro Reyes notices one light fixture has room for 8 plug-in bulbs, but only uses 4 bulbs. That's one way to conserve while providing just enough lighting.
Saves a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's half the amount of bulbs that they would require to light the whole thing.
This audit of the lighting system here at City Hall South is being conducted not by paid professionals, but by area high school students, and for free. The point is to get them to start thinking about possible careers in the energy sector, while at the same time trying to figure out ways to conserve energy in this building.
The program's called the Engineering, Environmental, and Innovation Audit. Students are trained in the basics of energy auditing during after-school clubs, then bring their skills here for 2 days of auditing.
So we actually constructed solar panels in our club, and we're just trying to promote LED light fixtures also. So that's the new trend, that's the newer technology that we're gearing towards.
City Hall South is illuminated by thousands of compact fluorescent lights. Experts say that's good, but it could do better by upgrading to more energy-efficient LED lights.
And stairwells and office spaces that are used throughout the day.
The program also gets youth plugged in to Mayor Eric Garcetti's environmental plan. Goals include creating more green jobs and providing more home energy retrofits. Board of Public Works Vice President and real estate agent Monica Rodriguez says retrofit incentives could make homes more affordable.
I created a program that encouraged homeowners to take advantage of energy audits as a means of helping to bring down the cost of housing. And one of the challenges that we realized was that there aren't a number of energy auditors available here in Southern California. And so I think this is the wave of the future.
Illuminating young people to possible career paths. At City Hall South, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
ESP Magnet and STEM Hollywood were among the schools that participated. Well, tens of thousands headed to downtown for the biggest video game expo in the world. Gil Reyes reports on some of the newest titles unveiled at E3 and how the convention is a game changer for LA's economy.
For 3 straight button-mashing days, gamers flocked to the LA Convention Center to preview the latest and greatest titles.
There's no way you can check out all the games in one day.
Not even close. You don't know where to begin.
Welcome to E3. The largest video game expo on Earth lures 50,000 visitors to downtown every year. This year, they're previewing racing games like Forza Horizon 3, due out in September. Also, the much-hyped Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, set for release next year. Not your style? Well, there appears to be something for every gamer.
Final Fantasy for me.
Final Fantasy for her, Madden, NBA 2K17, FIFA, sports games.
Harold Randolph and Noel Cordoza drove here from their home in San Diego. Like other LA visitors, they plan to spend while they're in downtown.
Yeah, we have a babysitter for the kids, so we're probably going to go have a couple drinks after this.
Yeah, we can skip out here and maybe see a movie and grab some lunch and a drink or two.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
The LA Tourism and Convention Board says E3 pumps $40 million into LA's economy every year. Restaurants and hotels are booming at this time, and so is the gaming industry worldwide.
Though traditional games played on consoles and PCs make up the bulk of this nearly $100 billion industry, the business does have its sights set on virtual reality games and virtual reality goggles like this one as being the next big thing.
It's so much more immersive than just watching a 2D screen. Once you put that headset on, you can look in any direction and it moves with you. So it's like you're there. It's really like you're there.
The company Oculus could be the leader of VR gaming with their brand of virtual reality headsets. However, Sony PlayStation also plans to enter the market starting in October, with some 50 PlayStation VR games set for release, as the competition heats up in both the real and virtual worlds. At E3, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
Virtual reality headsets can cost up to $800. Well, it'll be the tallest building west of the Mississippi, an LA landmark open in just under a year. It's only the latest sign that LA is back. Rich Samuels has the details.
Ready to build this city? You ready to build this building? You ready to make LA great again?
It was all hands on deck at the Wilshire Grand construction site as the mayor stopped by to thank the 950 men and women who are making it happen.
5 years ago, we had building tradesmen and women living in their cars, losing their homes, feeling the pinch of the greatest recession in our lives.
But those days are gone as investment and optimism returns to downtown LA. The Wilshire Grand will be a 73-story skyscraper, including restaurants, hotels, businesses, and nightlife, all in a world-class luxury environment.
Something that we could look at and tell our children and our children's children and hopefully their children that we had a hand in building it.
Representing an investment of over $1.2 billion by Korean Air and designed by A.C. Martin, one of LA's oldest planning and architecture firms, the Wilshire Grand will support 1,750 permanent jobs. During construction, it's generating $80 million in tax revenue and will contribute $16 million annually in tax revenue once it opens. And talk about numbers. The Wilshire Grand project, as of the mayor's visit, had already generated 2,264,472 work hours. It's just beginning.
And most important, look up and see this building. It's soaring to the heavens just like we're going to be doing in the city of LA.
From over 1,000 feet above the streets of LA, this is Rich Samuels for LA This Week.
The new Wilshire Grand continues a long tradition. The original Wilshire Grand Hotel opened on this site in 1952. Well, modernization isn't just happening inside the airport, it's also happening on the outside. Rasha Goel has more.
Yana, I'm here at LAX, and it's an exciting day as officials unveil the future plans of a 340-acre vacant lot area between the neighboring residential area and LAX. Officials say this plan is a win-win for both the residents and the city. Known as the LAX Northside Plan Update, it is a planning blueprint located between LAX and the communities of Westchester and Playa del Rey. The plan will change the vacant lot into a space with recreation facilities, restaurants, and retail space.
It includes tons of open space, a total of 118 acres of open space, 50 of them brand new. We're going to see ball fields here. We're going to see soccer, we're going to see baseball, lacrosse, and we are going to have a signature attraction, which is a nearly 3-mile-long paseo where people can walk or jog or bicycle from Westchester Parkway all the way down to Pershing and then connect up with Waterview Trail and get all the way to the beach. We're going to have some sit-down restaurants. We're going to have some barber shops. We'll have beauty shops. We'll have a tailor, a dry cleaner, a gift shop, all the kind of things that the neighborhood wants.
This new plan is replacing an old plan which would have incorporated development with tall buildings, minimal open space, and outdated environmental standards.
Very rarely, if ever, is there an airport across this country that can look upon hundreds of acres of development opportunity done in concert with the community adjacent to the airport. That is just not something that you see across the United States.
As part of the planning process, LAWA staff conducted more than 50 group and individual meetings to identify the community's and LAWA's needs.
This is going to be beautiful, and it's going to alleviate traffic burdens on the community. I would like to see our future relationship with LAX be more like this Northside development has been.
LAWA will be finalizing a strategy to implement the plan, which will enhance the existing downtown Westchester business district, create a new hub for office tenants, and bring investment into the area. In Los Angeles, I'm Rasha Goel for LA This Week.
The Northside Plan project will create more than 500 temporary jobs. Well, the Los Angeles Fire Department is hiring again. As the economy steadily recovers, the department is looking to renew its ranks. Rich Samuels has more.
The Los Angeles Fire Department is looking for a few good Angelinos. As the department moves ahead to refresh and expand its ranks, it's been holding a series of firefighter career expos to introduce potential recruits to all that the LAFD has to offer. It's not just firefighting.
There are so many things that the fire department does. Not only do we suppress fires, but we have a whole bureau that prevents. They're solely focused on code enforcement and fire prevention. Scuba divers, helicopter pilots, paramedics, they are hazardous materials technicians.
While firefighters can take diverse paths, everyone starts out the same, as an entry-level firefighter.
It's a very challenging job. It's very physically and mentally demanding, and so it's not easy.
First and foremost, I want to help people. I have that dynamic.
Ashley was inspired by a friend in the department and looks forward to starting the application process. A potential classmate? Eli John.
I wanted to become a firefighter, so I come to the expo to come check it out, get to meet everyone, get some experience, get word of advice, mentorship.
The Los Angeles Fire Department will be hiring for the foreseeable future. This summer alone, 300 positions are available. From the Firefighter Career Expo at Fire Station 59, this is Rich Samuels for LA This Week.
If you're interested in exploring a career in the Los Angeles Fire Department, just go to LAFD.org and click on Join. Well, previewing an upcoming Sustainable City Conference, a new park dedication in Van Nuys, and a community garden blooms in downtown LA. All these stories in Citybeat. Mayor Eric Garcetti recently spoke at the Road to Greenbuild Luncheon, a gathering of industry leaders and experts dedicated to building sustainable cities. The luncheon was held ahead of the Greenbuild Expo, which is taking place at the LA Convention Center in October. The three-day event will feature activists and political figures working together to promote the ideals and interests of the green building movement and to highlight all the green construction that's already been done in LA.
We know that this planet needs us to act urgently, to act passionately, and to act in a focused way. And here in Los Angeles, I hope that we are setting the bar.
LA City Council member Paul Krikorian, the Department of Rec and Parks, developer KB Homes, and Community Kids recently dedicated Greenwood Square Park in Van Nuys. Krikorian required the developer to set aside private land to create the public park in order to mitigate the impact of the development on the community and to create more public space. The new park includes a playground, walking path, landscaping, benches, trash receptacles, and a drinking fountain.
This is how you build communities, right here.
Councilmember Jose Huizar joined with downtown residents and representatives from the Los Angeles Community Garden Council to celebrate the opening of downtown LA's first community garden on Spring Street. Through a lottery system, downtown residents were able to secure approximately 35 raised beds, including some reserved for low-income and homeless residents. The garden also includes a compost pile and picnic tables. As part of Huizar's Downtown LA Forward initiative, which seeks to improve public space, the council member donated $10,000 in startup funds.
As people want fresh produce, fruits and vegetables, they also get to garden if that's what they love to do, and it allows us to socialize and come together and work together.
For kids who live in urban areas, the simple joy of fishing might be a mystery. An annual program at MacArthur Park aims to change that. Rich Samuels explains.
Come on, go, come on.
Another fish caught and collected at MacArthur Park Lake. The annual MacArthur Park Youth Fishing Derby is becoming a tradition, and it's all thanks to the city, the state, and the Daniel Hernandez Youth Foundation.
My vision when I started the foundation was events like this where you have high rises in the background, downtown LA, and this is, to me, inner city lake. And I like to see all these families. I would say that most of the people here didn't drive here. They walked out of their apartments or their condos and came down the lake.
The California Department of Fish and Wildlife stacked the lake with 2,500 pounds of catfish just for today's event. And with the Hernandez Foundation, had 300 rods and reels available, so every kid 15 and below would have a chance to fish. Hosted by the city's Department of Recreation and Parks and District 1 Council member Gilbert Cedillo, the Derby has already created some experienced fishermen. Matthew Rodriguez is already a Derby veteran. He shares his secret.
You have to have patience.
This is 10-year-old Emily's first time out, and her patience is already paying off.
For someone new to come and learn how to fish is fun.
It's nice to see a lake like this used by the local community, and when you surround the lake with all these good people, no bad people show up and everyone's having a great time.
Want to get the public out and visit the park and showcase this jewel of the city.
And if catching fish wasn't enough fun, the kids were treated to a prize raffle. This boy got to take home a brand new bike. From MacArthur Park Lake, this is Rich Samuels for LA This Week.
Also sponsoring the event, the Los Angeles Fire and Police Departments and the MacArthur Park Neighborhood Council. Well, here's your chance to visit all of your favorite record stores in one day. A summer surfing safari will get your little one on his or her feet and enjoy a classic love story in a natural and unique environment. All this in this week's Things to Do. Hop on the bus for the ultimate record store adventure. A coach will escort music lovers to a number of the city's best record stores while being entertained at the same time and enjoying food and drink. Join a group of wide-eyed vinyl enthusiasts for all of your old-time favorites as you travel from store to store. You'll also get a goodie bag filled with a whole bunch of cool stuff. Don't miss it. It all takes place on Saturday, July 23rd. For locations, visit recordstorecrawl.com. Love Bug and Me Music offers special themes all summer to capture the imaginations of kids and adults. Babies and toddlers alike gain an early appreciation for music while enhancing brain development, listening, communication, reasoning, social, and motor skills. The Surf's Up with the Surf and Safari series will have you and your little one singing and dancing. You'll be hula-hooing in Hawaii and definitely be surfing USA with your little love bug. Summer 2 Surf and Safari takes place July 19th through August 20th at Atwater Village, located at the Great Escape Club at 3197 Glendale Boulevard. To register, visit lovebugandme.com. Will Gear's Theatricum Botanicum summer season lineup of theater, music, and performances includes 4 timeless classics that continue to reflect our life and time centuries later, shining a light on current social issues. It all takes place at Theatricum's unique and spectacular outdoor setting under the California live oaks and summer skies of Topanga. Experience a performance of the ultimate love story of Romeo and Juliet on Sunday, July 24th at Theatricum Botanicum, located at 1419 North Topanga Canyon Boulevard. For more, visit theatricum.com. And that's a look at some things to do. Well, that's going to do it for this edition. I'm Yana Kane from all of us here at LA This Week. Thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org. You can also follow and like us on Facebook. We'll see you back here next week for more of LA This Week.